What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to do a quick video with some news from Celtic about a player that has come into the club and a player that has left the club. So Celtic have signed Osmand from Fulham, 18-year-old striker, on a free contract after his contract expired with the Premier League side. He scored 18 goals last season in the under 21s Premier League. Looks like a good player. I'm happy with if Celtic do this, as long as they go and get experience in. I don't think this guy, should be the only striker we bring in. And if it turns out he's the only striker, with all due respect to him, and Celtic don't get another experienced striker in, I'll be very disappointed, because we need experience. This guy's one for the future. Obviously, a lot of talk about Johnny Kenny leaving the club, either on loan or a permanent deal. I think this guy's coming in to replace him. Bolton are interested in Johnny Kenny. They put in a bid last week that was turned down by Celtic. I think this guy's going to come in to replace him. He's young. He's one for the future. He said he's very happy to be at Celtic. It was a no-brainer. When Celtic were interested, he had no hesitation. He wanted to come to Celtic to further his development. Be interested to see how he gets on. But yeah, striker coming in, Osmand. He looks good in the air. He's quite strong for an 18-year-old. Like I said, his goal scoring was impressive last season, but it was in the under-21 Premier League. It wasn't the actual Premier League. Celtic bought Musa Dembele from Fulham, but Dembele was more established. He played in the Premier League for a little while, and then he also played in the Championship as well. So maybe it'll work for Osmand, I don't know, but I'm happy he's here. As long as Celtic go and get an experienced striker, then I haven't got an issue with Osmand playing a game every now and then. That's not a problem for me. And the other news is that Greg Taylor has joined Paok in Cyprus. Is it Cyprus or is it Greece? I think it's Greece. No, Greece. Greece, not Cyprus. Sorry about that. But yeah, Greg Taylor has joined Paok. It was obvious Taylor was going to go. He didn't want to sign a new contract, Good luck to him. He's been a good servant to Celtic. Joined for Kilmarnock. He made over 150 appearances for Celtic. He won 5 leagues, 3 League Cups and 3 Scottish Cups, and he won a treble as well. Very good under Postecoglou. Domestically, always had questions about him in Europe. I don't think he was ever good for Celtic in Europe, really, but that wasn't his fault. That was just Celtic not recruiting well enough. But yeah, Taylor has decided to go. Tierney has come back. Obviously, Taylor realised that he wasn't going to play much. He was going to be second fiddle to Kieran Tierney. Obviously, they played together for Scotland, but for Greg Taylor, for the sake of his career, he wants to be first choice. And I'm not going to hold that against him after all the service he's given to Celtic since he joined from Kilmarnock. I'm not going to hold it against him. Yeah, good luck to him. He's been a good servant. Always gave 100%. And yeah, Taylor's gone. Good luck to him. I hope he does well in Greece. And yeah, that's the transfer news for now. One player in, one player out. A lot of talk about Inamura as well. The Japanese centre-half. Apparently Celtic are close to signing him. Hasn't been announced yet. Apparently a medical's booked as well. So once that's done, I'll do a reaction video to that. Any more transfers in and out of Celtic, I'll do. But yeah, that's just a quick video about Osmand coming in and Greg Taylor leaving Celtic to go to Greece. So yeah, thanks for this video. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.